Emily. Blake's mom? Have I got the right person here?
Sorry, may I ask who this is?
I asked you first, ma'am. So could you kindly answer my question first?
Right. But I would need to know who you are first, to see if I know you or not. How about I tell you who I am after that? Shouldn't you tell me your name first anyway? Isn't that the kind of manners you need to be following here?
Wow. I didn't think you would be that uptight, but whatever. If you're that keen to know who I am, my name is Tiana.
Okay, thank you. And what can I do to help you, Tiana?
Jeez, you sound like a customer service operator or something. Can you speak normally, please?
I just asked you how I can help you, Tiana. That wasn't a call for you to be so demanding.
Listen, lady, I've lost my patience with you already. I didn't come all the way here for nothing. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Come all the way here? Where did you travel from?
Never mind that. Now listen up. I'm your son's girlfriend, okay?
My son?
Yeah, well, I mean, technically I'm his ex-girlfriend now.
Right. Sorry, I'm not quite sure who you're talking about.
Blake! I'm Blake's ex, okay?
Oh, wow. You know Blake.
Of course I do.
Okay, and what did Blake do to make you contact me here? And how did you get my number anyway?
What did Blake do? Is that even a question? I'm in so much trouble because of Blake. And that's an understatement. Of course he did. He played me. He used me. He's a darn swindler and he knows it.
I'm sorry, a swindler? And do you think Blake is a boy? What? I'm not following you.
Well, call him a guy then, whatever. I don't care about semantics. That's right. It's called a marriage scam.
OMG, what?
He scammed me for money and now I'm broke. He's going to pay me back.
Okay, Tiana. Listen to me. Why don't you call the police? I don't think this has anything to do with me or my Blake. Okay?
Of course it does. It has everything to do with him. I'm going to sue him and you. That's what I'll be doing if I go to the police. So unless you want to settle things between you and me, then I'm fine to report you guys. How about that? Huh?
Oh my gosh, calm down, all right? Just calm down a second here.
I'm upset. I'm not going to calm down until I'm heard.
Right, sure. I understand, Tiana.
I told you! Stop sounding like a customer service operator.
Well, I'm sorry that I come across like one, but I don't mean to, okay?
Whatever.
Let's just take this step by step because I'm having a hard time understanding the situation. It all sounds convoluted.
Fine.
Now, you mentioned a marriage scam?
Yes. Your son Blake pretended to be in love with me when he never felt that way about me. All the while, he swept me off my feet, putting me up all the way on cloud 9. Only to find that all he wanted was my money.
Wow. All right, okay. So you're saying that my son took your money?
Yes! $30K! And you bet I want every dime of it back in my wallet.
$30K?
Yes! I just told you!
But that's a lot of money. I'm not even sure that Blake has that kind of money.
I know you're stinking rich. I know he is. I bet he sends you money anyway. A monthly allowance or something, right? I bet he sends you enough to afford you all of those high-end bags and things. And I know he can be super generous with his money.
No, I don't get money from Blake. Definitely not.
Whatever, it's fine. I know you do. Anyway, look, as long as you take accountability for this, then I'm all good.
Accountability? For what you think my son did to you?
Exactly! Show some remorse. Show it by giving me my money back. That's the least you could do. You're his mother, so you have to take responsibility for his actions. That was my money, which I earned with my blood, sweat, and tears. If you give me every dime of it back to me, then I'll forgive you. And that's the only way I'll ever forgive you.
Right. But that's a lot of money.
Well, that's too bad. You still have to pay me back, okay? You got that? I need all the money I can get for me and this baby, too.
A baby?
Yes, it's your son's baby. I'm carrying his baby. So you see? Now do you get why I need the money?
Are you making this up, Tiana? You really think Blake got you pregnant?
Of course I'm not making this up. I'm being totally serious. I'm already a few weeks in, and I'm only going to get bigger.
I don't know what to tell you, Tiana. I think you have it all wrong. I'm sorry to hear all this, but you've got the wrong person.
I do not. We were even planning to get married. He proposed to me. I lent him money thinking that he would give it back. But no, he ran away with it. He went MIA on me.
Wow, that's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that that happened to you.
Exactly. And you're his mother, so you have to pay for this if he won't. That jerk. You know what he did? As soon as I told him that I was pregnant, he just took off. Never returned my calls or messages. Nada. How do you think this makes me feel? Betrayed, let down, and scammed.
Right. Wow. That's quite a story you've got there.
So listen up, lady. Here's the deal. I'm going to get back my $30K and then marry Blake. Or I'm going to report him to the police. And how would that look on you? If your son gets arrested, huh?
Well, I'll make sure that won't happen.
Then pay me back. This is a marriage scam. I'll go to the police right now if I want to.
No. Oh, gosh. Let's not get the police involved here. There's no need for that, okay? They have far more important things to do. But wait, did you just say that you'd marry him?
Yes, I did. I mean, don't you want to meet your first grandchild? Of course you do. That should be a no-brainer, right?
Right. I'm convinced that you have the wrong person here.
Look, I know you want to believe that your son is an angel, but Blake is no angel, okay?
Blake is an angel. Don't talk about my Blake like that.
I know. Jeez. What is it with you mothers? When will you see your kids for who they are instead of who you want them to be, eh? These are hard facts, okay? I'm telling you the truth. And now it's time for you to make a decision, okay? You give me back my $30K and promise me to make me his wife, or I'll turn him over to the cops. It's your choice.
All right, Tiana. I can't give you an answer here. I have to talk to my husband about this. This is quite a lot to take in, as I'm sure you can understand. I'm going to need some time. I hope that's okay with you.
Fine. But I'm only giving you a day. Any minute longer and I'm going to the police to report him.
Okay, sure. Let me figure out what we can do for you here, okay?
Sure. You better text me stat.
Okay, then.
Good.
Hi, babe. I need to ask you something. Do you have a minute?
Sure. I'm on the train now, so I can't talk, though.
Don't worry, texting is fine.
So what happened?
Gosh, where do I even start? I just got a bunch of texts sent to me and they're all just so bizarre. None of it makes sense.
All right, what do you mean?
This lady, her name is Tiana. She claims that she's been scammed off $30K. And she claims that Blake is a swindler. And that he was the one who took all of that money from her.
Whoa. What? Blake? A swindler? No, that's just dumb. Of course it's not Blake. Who the hell is she anyway?
That's the thing. She says she's Blake's ex-girlfriend.
What? Okay, that's even crazier.
I know. And she even told me she was a few weeks pregnant.
What? No way. That's total bogus, and we both know it, babe.
Apparently, this was all part of a marriage scam that she's been victimized to.
A marriage scam? So Blake took her money and got her pregnant?
Well, I guess that's what she's saying, yeah.
I'm sure this is just a random fraudster doing his thing. Who knows? It could be a guy behind the phone texting you, right? We don't know if this Tiana is even a guy or a girl. And she's probably been told by whoever her pimp is to target you.
But how did she know about Blake then?
Yeah, you're right. I don't know about that. But we both know 100% that our Blake has nothing to do with this.
Right. And why did she know my number? That's too much of a coincidence, isn't it? She knew both Blake and had my number.
That's true. That's sketchy.
And you have no idea who Tiana is, right?
Tiana? No. I don't know any Tianas. No, definitely not.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Man, what are we gonna do? This is so dumb.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Okay, well listen. I'm heading back home tomorrow. But maybe you should take Blake and hide out somewhere. She might know where you live and go over there or something. I don't want anything bad happening to you guys.
Yeah, I'll see if I can go to my parents' place or something.
Yeah, good idea. Let me know what you decide to do. I'm sure you guys are better off staying with your mom and dad, though.
Yeah. Okay, let me get cracking then. I'll call Mom and tell her what's going on.
Yeah, sure. Let me know if you need anything. And let me know if that crazy lady says anything to you again, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Chat to you later then.
Okay.
Hey, Emily. So, what's the situation? Did you talk to your husband or what? What's happening? I don't have all day, you know. Do you even know how anxious I've been feeling ever since our conversation the other day? I mean, that's a lot of money I lost. I can't sleep at all like this, and it's so bad for the baby. I've been crying all day. Do you know how that feels? Look, let me send you a photo. See that? Now do you understand how serious I am? I need my money back, okay? And a marriage proposal from Blake. He needs to promise me to never use me for my money like he did again. Okay? Hello? Why are you reading my messages? Hello? Are you there, Emily? I know you're getting these messages. Why aren't you replying to me? What your son did to me is a serious crime, you know. Do you know how many swindlers and scammers are out there now? It's a huge thing. Everyone knows about these cases. So if you don't want your son to be thrown behind bars, I suggest you reply to me and tell me what I need to hear. Blake will be much better off having me on his side, as his wife than his enemy, you know. Think about it. I sent you a photo of me, right? It's not too bad looking, right? In fact, I'm pretty, if I can say so myself. Right? We look good together, don't we? The modern-day Angelina and Brad Pitt, maybe? So anyway, come on, Emily. Just agree to this and it'll all be over. Okay? Reply! Emily! This has gone on for too long now! Is this the way you treat people? You just ignore them and act like they don't exist? Is that why your son turned out like the monster that he is? The scammer that he is? I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree then. Emily! 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 Listen to me, you cow! The longer you leave this, the worse it's going to get for you, you know. I'm going to start charging you interest. So make that 30K into 40K. I'm expecting 40K and it's going to go up by 10K for each day that you keep me waiting like this. I'm also going to make sure that my wedding with Blake is held overseas somewhere. Italy. That's where I'll hold my wedding. You better put that on the list of payments you've got to make too, Emily. Come on! Just bring Blake to me and seal the deal already! Emily! Say something for Pete's sake!
Andrew, hey. So I found out who this Tiana is.
Hey, you did? Awesome. So who the heck is she?
And also Blake. It wasn't our Blake, obviously.
Well, we'd figured that much, I guess. So then, who are these people we're dealing with?
So this is going to take a while to explain, so I'll tell you in person. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
Okay, sure.
So, can you come round to Mom's place tonight? I'll tell you then.
Yeah, sure, no props. I'll try to get there by 7:30 p.m. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, see you later then.
Hey! Hello? OMG, are you seriously going to keep ignoring me like this forever? You know what I can do, right?
Hi, Tiana. Sorry that I haven't been in touch with you over the past few days. I got caught up in personal matters.
Finally! It's been 10 days! Where the hell have you been? And more importantly, what did you decide on then? Have you come to your senses now?
I thought I'd come here to tell you a few things. And the most important one of all being that Blake is my 3-year-old daughter.
What?
Blake is my 3-year-old daughter. I'm sorry, but she's a girl and she's only 3 years old.
OMG. Are you kidding me? You think I believe that?
Well, that's up to you. But she is. She's a beautiful girl. My angel.
Angel? Wait. You said she was an angel the other day when I told you that Blake was no angel.
Exactly. And I was right and you were talking about the wrong Blake.
What the heck?
And I believe you got my number from one of my mom friends who live in this neighborhood. Is that correct?
And so what? They were hanging out at the park near your house.
Right, as they usually do on weekday afternoons. And one of them told me that you approached them to see if they knew a Blake. And luckily, they didn't point to her to show you at the time. But Blake was there in the park, playing with the other children. One of the moms gave you my number thinking you were talking about my daughter. And since Blake is a unisex name, you thought Blake was my son.
No. What the heck? But OMG. No wonder some of them were too young to have adult sons. I just thought they had them when they were super young. Including you. OMG. No. No.
I showed them the photo that you sent me, and they told me that was you. That's how I know it was you who approached them and got my number.
OMG. Shoot. No.
She also told me that you approached her when she was talking to the other moms about how Blake was going to get a toy airplane for her birthday. And the cost for that was $30.
$30? A toy airplane? No! It's meant to be a 30K real plane! I thought Blake bought a plane for me to take me somewhere nice! What?
Blake loves her airplanes. My husband loves them too and builds models of different planes as his hobby. So Blake has come to love them too. But the miniature models that my husband makes have small parts which can be hazardous. So we get her toy aeroplanes on special occasions. And her birthday is coming up soon, and I guess she wants an airplane. A toy one.
What the heck? This has nothing to do with my Blake! That's not my Blake at all!
I understand. And now I hope you can see where all of this misunderstanding is coming from. You've got the wrong person, Tiana.
No, I didn't! Listen, here's what happened, okay? I went to look for Blake's house because I knew he lived in that neighborhood. Then I happened to walk by a bunch of moms talking at the park. And I overheard them talking about a $30K plane. And I just thought that they were talking about Blake. I mean, he's made of money. It would have had to be about him buying an entire plane.
Right. Well, I guess you only heard snippets of the conversation. And I guess the noise outside with the kids shouting, maybe you heard it wrong. I'm sorry to hear that, Tiana.
No way! Absolutely no way! I definitely heard $30K, not $30. How could that be wrong?
Well, I mean, it's a 3-year-old we're talking about. They don't really know how to say their numbers properly yet, do they?
OMG, no!
And by the way, the guy you're looking for, Blake, I think I actually know who he is.
OMG, you do? Where is he?
He went to the same college as you, right? At Northern Michigan University. He comes from a wealthy family who owns an IT business.
Yes! OMG, yes! That's totally him! So you do know him! I wasn't wrong after all.
Well, yes, I think he used to live here.
Used to? What do you mean, used to? Where the hell is he?
I only moved here about 2 years ago, so I'm not quite sure about the details. But from what I heard, he left to work overseas about 4 years ago.
What?
I think he used to live on 207 Linden Avenue, down the street here. But yeah, he found a job overseas and he's not here in the States anymore.
No! Shut the hell up! You're wrong! He has to be here somewhere!
Well, even if he wanted to come back, with COVID, I don't think that he can enter the country, right? I haven't seen him and I don't think anyone here has either.
What?
And by the way, that would also mean that it's impossible for you to have gotten pregnant with his baby. So either your pregnancy is a total lie, or you're pregnant with someone who's not Blake.
What the? That's none of your business, okay?
It might not be. You're right. But you did accuse me and my daughter for marriage scam. And you're the one who got me involved now. So which is it? Are you lying, or are you that promiscuous that you don't know who the father of the baby is?
Excuse you, you old lady! I'm not promiscuous! Stop judging me! I'm not that at all, and fine! Fine, I'll tell you. It was all a lie. It was all a great big fat lie. Okay? And this is all Blake's fault. I tried so hard to please him, to make him love me back. But he never did. Do you even know what I had to go through to get him to like me? To even get him to notice me? All of my surgeries, facelifts, and clothes and bags. And now I've spent all of my money. And it was all to please him.
Oh, wow.
And he even went out with a different girl. Some blonde bimbo airhead. And not me. When I'm 100 times nicer than that witch.
I'm sorry to hear all of that. But if you want my advice, maybe you should have let him see you for who you really are, instead of pretending to be some girl with material possessions. I mean, who are you really trying to impress? Him or yourself?
No. Shut up. You don't know anything about me. You know nothing. Nothing. OMG. What the heck am I gonna do now? I came all the way here to find him. He was going to see me and how much I've changed. He was going to look at me and fall in love with me. OMG. He's not even in this friggin' country.
Did you really think that would work? Was that really your strategy here, Tiana? Gosh, I don't know what to say.
He can't take a drink, okay? He's not a drinker, so he gets wasted easily since he doesn't know his limits. And I know that for a fact. So I was going to take him out for drinks and get him drunk.
And sleep with him?
OMG, yes! How did you know?
Well, listening to you and how you got yourself here, it's not too hard to put 2 and 2 together.
Well, fine. But now that can't happen. I'm just done. I'm done for now.
Speaking of that, Tiana, not to add oil to the fire or anything, but how do I put this?
OMG, what? What is it now?
One of my neighbors have reported you to the police.
What?
You're outside our house right now as we text, right? My neighbor felt our neighborhood was in danger, so she called them up.
Well, take it back then! Tell her to retract it! What does she think she's doing?
Well, it might be too late for that now. And besides, you need to be penalized for what you did to us. You threatened me and my family, made crazy accusations, tried to extort money from us. I mean, they're all terrible petty crimes, but crimes no less.
So, what are you saying?
That you need to learn not to do this kind of thing again.
No, OMG! Is that them? Yes, OMG! Stop this! You've got to stop this! Let me inside, Emily! Emily! You can't let them take me away! Emily!
While this text conversation was going on, I was with my daughter Blake hiding out at my parents' house. So when I got back home to my other house, to my surprise, I found our front porch had been vandalized. Our flower pots had been turned over and most of them shattered into pieces. The soil was scattered everywhere. Our front door was also damaged with dents and footprints on it. We were easily able to identify the culprit since we had a home video security system installed. And of course, it was Tiana going absolutely mental in our front porch. This gave me good reason to file a report against her for property damage, so I did just that. We also decided to move somewhere new since none of us feel comfortable and safe living here anymore. So I just hope that we can all put this behind us and hope that nothing like this will happen to my family ever again. Thanks for watching! If you like this video, please like it and see you in the next one.